Well, hello there. Welcome to the kingdom of come. Kingdom come. Deliverance. Henry's here. God be with you. Alright. There's gonna be quite a bit of explaining to do here, so let's get right into that explaining. So first of all, I grinded a bunch out so I don't get killed a whole bunch during this Let's Play. Alright, so you can see the stats, magical. Getting speech up, what a pain in the ass. You have to I don't even know how you do it exactly. I think you have to talk to people for the first time and you can't repeat the same thing. You can repeat the same conversations, but you don't get XP for that. It's only the first time you interact with people, I'm pretty sure. So you'd have to interact with literally everybody in the fucking game to get that to fucking 20. Anyways, yeah, Warfare again, also very difficult to fucking level up, and mainly focused on axe and sword, as you can see there. I've got a sword equipped right now. Drinking only 12. Fortunately, gotta up that drinking skill. It's pretty low right now. And yeah, that's basically it. I can repair my own shit perfectly, whatever you want to call that. Well, 20. Stealth is actually pretty good. 13 is really fucking high for stealth. Reading, you gotta have a good reading skill. Super important. Kind of. That's kind of actually true. Lockpicking is wicked important. You need to have well, you don't really need it, but well, no, actually, you really don't. I don't think there's any part in the game where you really need a super high locking picking skill. It is useful though. Hunting just complements stealth, so you kind of want hunting if you want stealth. And yeah, that's basically all you really need to know. I got some good shit, good weapons and armor. This is pretty much the best shit in the game. In terms of story, I'm not far at all. There's the first mission, which I'm gonna have to explain. Okay, here we go. This is Henry. My home was destroyed, my parents and my sweetheart murdered. I fled like a coward and only survived by a miracle. That's not entirely true. There's a little choice that you have here, and basically you can save an NPC. If you don't save that NPC, obviously they die permanently. But I did save that NPC, and that NPC I have a quest with actually right now. Or right over here, I think. On the map. Anyway, so yeah, so I saved that NPC. So fled like a coward, yes, but also saved somebody in the process. So kind of, not really, sort of. Anyways, and only survived by a miracle. Yes, had to replay that part fucking 10 times in order to not die there. That's well, the first part of this game is wicked difficult. I think it's intentionally meant to be wicked difficult. When I tried to do the right thing and at least bury my loved ones, so this is hours later, an hour later, maybe a day later, no, weeks later, I don't know. Yeah, no, it was weeks later, I think. I don't remember exactly. Sometime later, after he, I don't know. No, wait, no. Yep, I'm fucking up the explanation. So that was pretty much right after, I think. So he goes right back and tries to bury his family, and he gets his fucking ass kicked. It's a pretty great scene. Again, probably would have watched that. I guess I could go through all that shit, but I've seen it so many times, and I just wanted to get straight into the kicking ass and taking names business. So yeah, he gets his ass kicked and he loses the sword, and you're thinking, what sword? You haven't mentioned the sword yet. Probably shouldn't mention that this Henry of Skalitz is blacksmith's son, like a very famous blacksmith in this world. And on that day, blacksmith was making like a wicked, super nice sword that he was going to give to Sir Radzik of Kobala, I think his full title is. That's a pretty frickin' important character. Yes, as you can see, the sword he forged for Sir Radzik. So yeah, kind of a big deal to this guy. It's like the only thing that really matters, and it actually makes a lot of sense, I think. So yeah. Um, so two objectives. One, kill the guy who whooped his ass and stole the sword from him. And objective two, kill another guy, different guy, who like basically who led the raid on Skalitz in the first place. So to like zoom out a little bit, Skalitz is attacked by an army, and after that happens, there's bandits. Bandits come in. This is the second group. This is the guy who steals the sword. That guy's part of that group. So bandits and army here. Those are the kind of the two factions that we're fighting against. These are the enemies. All right. So Markwart van Aulitz is the military leader dude, bruh. And we don't know the name of the bandit leader, but that is like the main objective that I'm about to go tackle right now. And one thing I really do like about this that I totally forgot to mention is that after you get your ass kicked, you are saved. I think by this. Is it the same lady that you save, or no? I think it's a different lady. Anyways, it's a pretty great scene. All the scenes in this game, I think I can't name a scene I don't fucking like. Can't tried to run this game is like wicked heavy, and I haven't done a hell of a lot. Fuck with the performance really. I just want it stable. I'm not gonna. It's fine. I don't really give a fuck. It's never been. This game has always been like wicked heavy. Never runs fucking well. Kind of had notoriously bad performance. You can get good performance, but you gotta drop the resolution at least big time. And this is like 1440p, so it's yeah. All right, so what happened? Yes, so after all that shit, then I was basically this might be trouble. Sometimes you don't have your shield equipped, and I still am not sure why. I think it's if you repair your shield, you unequip it. And just because I'm like super high level, that does not mean that I'm gonna win this fight. Okay, this guy is fucking ridiculous with his attacks. Like normally they attack like one at a time, slow down. Like this is so rare. Already the like luck is so fucking bad. Like what? He's just running around, dude, bro. Like what the fuck? Yeah, this is actually pissing me off already. Anyways, I'm gonna die here, 100%. I've never seen them fucking attack this fucking much in my fucking life. So I was, as a punishment for trying to save my family and going by myself, which, you know, in the context there, definitely deserve to be punished for that. Holy fuck, this is fucking annoying as fuck right now. You guys just, like, stop attacking me every 2 seconds? And, like, let me fucking think? Anyways, the punishment for fucking going to try and fucking bury my family members was to, oh, you're pissing me off so much. Was to go hunting with Sir Hans, which is fucking probably the greatest character in this game besides Henry. Easily. Fucking everybody loves Hans. I love Hans. Fucking love that actor so fucking much. Gotta wait till the fucking... You done? Alright. I'm surprised they made that. Okay, so after the hunting, with Sir Hans, things got a little bit wild. Sir Hans just tried to, I don't know, fucking chase a boar, or got grabbed by some humans, which are the fucking military group that's invading this land, and I had to fucking stealth him out of there. And at that point, I was super low level, so I just went for the stealth rather than going for the kills, which you totally could do if you wanted. I still need to heal, yes. I have way too many of these anyways. So yeah, saved Hans, and Henry and Hans are kind of like... There's definitely some bitterness there. I don't think they're like homies yet, but they're like on their way to friends now. They've kind of made up from the trash talking that they did to each other earlier. Now there's like a bit of a bromance, a bit like, you know, bit homie G, bit, just a little bit, not a lot. Fuck, normally this, you're able to fucking just click on that. I don't know why it's fucking driving me nuts today. Already pissing me off with the luck. Thankfully, you can just switch the fucking controller anytime with this game. Where were those guys? Thank fuck. Not that it really matters, because I already have way too much fucking money. Alright, so what happened after that? Oh yeah. After that, and this is like basically right where I am at right now, you get like one more mission where you're basically tasked with solving a sort of bandit raid kind of murder thing. I won't get into details because it's kind of pointless in case you want to play it yourself, but basically, I didn't fuck it up necessarily. I accomplished the main goal of solving the crime, but I made my boss, I forget his fucking name now, Captain Robard. I think it's Robard. Something like that. Anyways, he got pissed at me because I was very how should I put this? I was not concerned with my safety, and I went full like kind of stealthy, kind of like, you know, spotting enemies kind of shit. That was not cool with him. He was not okay with that. He wanted me to update him at every like juncture of the investigation. You know, I don't even care if there's any more guys. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at now. And the one guy, I think, I might be misremembering this because it was a while ago now, but I think the bandit dude was one of the guys who raided that farm, which is where the investigation took place. Farm. Stable, horse place with horses. There's a farm too. It's a farm with horses. Horses and farm. I could have fast traveled, but I'm already close enough, so it doesn't fucking... This map is not quite as big as the map makes it look. I think that sentence made sense. Jesus Christ. Don't really remember how exactly this next part goes. I remember the main beats of this story. I haven't even fully beat this game. I just get really, really close every time. Alright, and my objective, to remind myself, find out where the limping bandit lives. Alright, let's just get a, like... Yeah, I already went over all that. Ginger is the, sort of like the main victim, I suppose, in the crime. I guess we go... I'm asking around for a dude with a limp, so...
I'm honored.
I need some wine as well.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
What would you want with him? Well, it's no skin off my nose. The bastard has a cottage on the edge of the village by the road to Ratai.
Thanks, G. I love the music in this game as well. And the voice acting. There's like only one voice actor I'm not the biggest fan of, and sometimes he's actually really good. Other times it's like, ugh. I will point him out when I get the chance, because I'm like that. And I'm over encumbered, so I'm going to throw these on my horse. I pick like a different horse with every playthrough of this game, and this time I decided to go with a courageous horse. Ken Thanka. You can't see the name there because my camera is cutting it off, but Ken Thanka. I probably fucked up the name there, but yeah. Oh shit, I didn't even realize this is actually busted up. Should probably go to a armor, get that fixed. I've been using my horse in combat just because I never do that. It's okay. It's weird. You really want like a big fucking weapon, and like the sword I have is really good at stabbing. There's like 3 stats. It's like stabbing, swinging, and like I think just blunt damage. So like it's like the chances of it knocking somebody out, I guess. And this sword is really good at the stabbing. Okay. Fuck is this shit?
Citizens, move along. There's nothing to see here. That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhoff?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say you had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Yikes. I completely forgot about that.
Sucker. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Okay.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
No. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhoff raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Another thing about Lubosh.
Got to repair my outfit. You can go with like there's no stats that back this up that I can see, but there's like two ways to like be sort of charismatic or whatever. And one is to look intimidating with like blood and shit on you, and the other is to have like shiny armor. And I don't know really much more than that. Which one's better? Which one do you go with? I don't know. I typically just try and have shiny looking armor. Same thing with changing your haircut. Every time you change your haircut, you get like a bonus for a period of time. There is no place to cut my hair around here, so I'm just gonna have to wait on that. Alright then.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Hell yeah, dude.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhoff, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk. He was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much. But I wouldn't wish an end like that on anyone.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhoff was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That's all. Thank you.
Take care now.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know anything about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Oh, shit.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
That's all. Thank you.
God be with you.
I think if you, don't hurry up and ask these people,
Grant you health. How may I help you?
they'll leave.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
You have to
Investigating
hunt
the
them
massacre
down.
in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few...
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
know how I can help.
Who was this Lubosh?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time. And then yesterday, he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
That's all. Thank you.
Good luck then.
God save you. God be with you.
I hope
Farewell.
I've come in the name of...
Sir Hanush gives...
That man Lubosh...
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Well, maybe now I've got an idea or two.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately, not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it happens.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home at all. Wait, are you saying he... Jesus.
We don't know,
Do you know
mate.
anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
I really don't know. As far as I know, he had no kin. I never saw him with anyone.
That's all. Thank you.
Farewell.
And that's probably it. This guy looks important, but
God be with you.
no. Alright, that's everybody. You may all go home.
Good health. Farewell.
Alright, do I inspect the scene? I should probably, yeah. You guys probably don't want to look at this because YouTube probably isn't going to like this either, but it's okay, I'm not monetized. Just close that door so nobody has to see this. Right. Well, we've got some blood here. Bloody for king. Alright. Sure, I'll...
Well, it seems Lubosh wasn't your everyday crofter. And judging by the bloodstains, it looks like he lived the way he died.
You what?
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything? Judas. Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? And why? Maybe the gap. What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream.
Yeah, it looks great. Alright, that's gotta be it, I think. Torso, head, and read. I don't see any other words. Yeah, seems great. Fantastic. Alright, and is that the weapon? Is that the item in question?
Judas.
I already read that, of course.
Well, this is meant to
Maybe
be a
that's
warning.
it.
But for who? And why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
I don't think there's going to be any more evidence here, but I'll do like a once over. I'll see if I can get up there, but typically there's not a way up to that kind of attic level. I have no need to do some criming. I'm not going to lockpick that because no need. Inspect.
A bed?
Yep. Thank you. Wow, this guy's good. This guy's like Batman good. Alright, what's my... Since I looked at food, I gotta check what my nourishment is at. It's actually time for wine. It's wine o'clock. Eating food in this game is kind of pointless, considering if you drink alcohol, it does basically the same thing, except you level up. And you don't get any leveling up for eating food. You can't become an expert food eater. You can't become an expert drinker in this game, though. Alright, I'm done here. It looks fucked. That's all I have for you, really. It looks fucked. His insides are on his outsides. It's bad. It's wicked. Not good, dude.
Another thing about Lubosh. I found armor in his house, covered in blood.
Armor.
Serve us. Everyone knows he was a violent oaf, but I never thought he'd stoop to murder. At least he never did that here. God be with you.
I don't understand what that conversation was about. Right. Or I guess I could take a look around, see if there's any like a bloody window or something that somebody hopped in through or some crap like that. Maybe he was like hiding in a barn waiting. And there'll be evidence. Alright, I don't even think it really matters that much. This game's kinda awesome in how you can fuck things up and still complete pretty much all the main missions as far as I can tell. Ah, Jesus. Fuck. Alright. What exactly was I doing? Talk to the priest. If this is the priest I think it is. This is about to get fucking wild. And I mean that, fucking wild. Might be a different priest, and if it's a different priest, then it's not gonna get wild. I'll know when I see the church. Oh, fuck. I think it's about to get fucking wild. This may be a good episode. Fucking wild this guy is. First you're like, he's not wild. Then you get to know him and you're like, holy fuck. Yep, there he is. Fucking one of the craziest fucking characters in this fucking game. Man is a mad fucking lad. Alright, let's do this first. This is like standard.
Lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden.
Oh yeah, dude.
With a local witch.
Oh, fucker. Not literally, but...
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
I'll do this later, but...
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Sure.
Done. Good. And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods. God be with you.
Alright, not exactly the greatest performance right there, but hopefully he picks it up.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators.
Whoa.
But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
See, that line delivery was way better than the witch one.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to do it.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
Alright, so as you can see here, fucking speech is that top one there, or the far left one in the fucking left side of the fucking screen. I got +5 there, which means that's 16. Just so you understand, it's like not that's before whatever. You get it. Anyway, so obviously I have to pick the fucking scary one, and I look like a psychopath, and also I have the best armor in the game. So this is like that's the easiest way to win these conversations is just by having like the best armor, and that's not hard to come across.
I've got no time for this. You might be happy to put people's lives at risk, but I refuse to, and I'll get that confession out of you by force if I have to.
You're threatening me. You want to fight me? Well, I never.
I did not expect that to happen.
All right, let's do it.
Fucking love this game. I love this game so much. Oh, he's gonna kick my ass. I'm like a level 2 and fucking unarmed. Oh, here we go. I'm kneeing him. Are we good now? Fuck that, he says. Straight to bed. Okay.
Well, I have to admit you're good. Or I'm getting too old for this. Either way, if you think you'll get confessional secrets out of me with your fists, you're badly mistaken, boy. You can hammer me to death if you like, but the sanctity of the confession is unbreakable. I do want to help you, though. So come to the tavern in the evening, and maybe we'll come up with something.
I've never had that happen before. I'm pretty sure last time I tried that, he just beat my fucking ass, and the other times I convinced him otherwise by... Or I don't know whether I convinced him otherwise, but I chose the other options. And as you can see, even though I'm like level 20, which is max level, I still failed that. And, oh man, I feel bad for that. Kind of bad for whooping his ass. He asked to fight me. He was the one who brought up the concept of fighting, so I can't feel that bad. Yeah. Did not expect that to happen. Yeah, unarmed level 4. But it also applies my warfare, so that's probably why I kicked his ass so badly and so easily. And sometimes what you saw there was like it's sort of a glitch where the clinch, or whatever you want to call it, the grapple. It's like a mini grapple, mini clinch kind of sort of thing in this game. In the tavern in the evening. Okay, what time is it now? But yeah, there's a glitch where the clinch or grapple will just happen over and over and over again. That's what happened there. It's great in a 1v1, but fucking not so great when there's more than one enemy. Alright, I have time to kill. And I could just fast forward time, but so wouldn't mind double checking to see if the scribe has something to read. Because Henry loves to read. You just fucking... Oh, you're on break, I guess.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
Yeah, so am I.
Good luck to you.
I'm honored. I'm honored for coming as well. We're also honored for our comings. Alright, I'm just gonna grab some fucking books here and just fucking read them. Just gonna fucking read them. Are you open or no? Okay. Prefer to sit down. I don't know if you get like any kind of bonus XP wise for sitting down. I assume that's what they mean when they say reading bonus. You wanna? Thanks. Fantastic. Alright. See the little plus on the bottom there? Yeah, you can see that. This'll take like 2 seconds, don't worry. If you've never seen this before. You've done. Bam, read it. I don't even think you need to flip through the pages. It's just if you want to actually read, you just gotta select it and then bam, XP. Check my reading XP. Reading level. I'm a level 17 reader, dude. I'm not fucking around right now. I could like read a dictionary probably. I know. Fucking whoa, dude. Raw. Alright. Sold the books back. Everything's grand. Is it wine o'clock yet? No. Almost, though. It's almost wine o'clock. Alright. There's no place for me to fucking take a bath around here, so I guess I just fucking... hang out. So he wants to meet right outside, inside. He wants to meet inside. Alright then. Alright. I could buy some wine as well. I'll buy some wine, then I'll wait. Love this track. He doesn't have wine. Fuck my life. It's 1 o'clock. Excuse you. That's a bop. Bruh. This is good shit. Try to stay out the fucking way. We're all in the way. Henry's here. Right, this has gotta be evening-ish. I don't know, he's an old fucking religious dude. I don't know what evening is to him. Maybe it's like 4 p.m., you know, I don't know. He did try and fight me after I threatened to, I don't know, fight him or something. Who would do that? What kind of mad lad? Oh, wrong button. Maybe evening means when it's dark. Maybe that's his definition of evening. Give me a lot of different definitions of evening. It's whatever PM. 20 PM. The way everybody talks. Still wounded from me whooping your ass? Sorry.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh. I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless.
One beer for me.
We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
My pleasure.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujitz, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyo? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumors aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarreled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, And that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
Who's this lady?
Told me I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
As you wish.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujic isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. The tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison. And nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head.
Yeah.
To your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different.
All right.
Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticizes the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Well said.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
No, I'm not.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Hell yeah, dude. We're getting fucking wasted.
Bailiff! Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can ride is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
You looking for a fight?
Hell yeah, dude.
Henry, back me up.
Let's fucking beat the piss out of these pussies. I'm ready to fucking rock, man.
I wonder what Teresa's doing now. I could stop by and see her again.
Stop thinking about Teresa. This is fucking kicking ass right now. God, I beat the fuck out of him. Alright. You're next. You want some too, or we good? Oh no. These ladies are not supposed to be here in this part.
Watch the step, my dears. Careful.
Wait, no, yes they are.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
Totally forgot. This is normal.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here.
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Godwin, you beast. Get up. Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunk
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. My poor suffering stomach. What was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? You help me with this. I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
So all at once the confessional seal isn't so sacred?
Don't mock me. I won't give you a second chance.
Exactly what I was thinking. We got this.
Well, alright. I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Might have something that'll help with the... I'm gonna need the charisma, probably. Can I... some fucking clothes on? Why do I have that?
I thought he'd never show up. Swill.
Look at him. He can hardly
walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
Look at him. Mother of God, any minute now he'll throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hoc facite in meam commemorationem. Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where by the grace of God was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Alright, I got this. Confidence.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
Uh-oh.
That boy has a cheek.
Just as we are commanded to obey the priests
I think that's it.
of virtue, so are we commanded to defy them face to face if they live contrary to God's commandments.
Hear that, Godwin?
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, humans, hunger, and chaos. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
Well, shame. Shame upon them.
That's what he said.
They live with harlots and keep concubines, even though only marital intercourse for the purpose of procreation is pure. If someone takes a woman or man only to satisfy their own lust, who seduces them to do so but Satan? And how much darker the sin if that man is a servant of the church? Who can turn his face to God, who fornicates and then puts on priestly robes?
Nothing we don't know about already.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ,
the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head? Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the pellets!
I don't remember the rest of it.
We're fortunate to
If there's
have
anything
a
else.
Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
Criticize, but try some quote.
I say to you
Yeah,
in
get.
the words of Jan Hus, he who knows much, let him speak much. He who knows little, let him speak little. Let each speak as much as he knows. And he who knows nothing, let him at least teach his neighbor one virtuous deed by setting him good example and refraining from playing dice and from fornication. And that applies both to priests and to you, brothers and sisters.
That's his conclusion?
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
Good enough, right? I got 2 successes.
Have you no shame, you pair of buffoons?
Oh.
For shame.
Utterly blasphemous.
Can you believe such behavior? For men of the cloth to get drunk at...
Might have fucked it up. I thought I did pretty well.
So, is our deal still on?
Are you pulling my fucking pizzle? I couldn't have done worse myself if I'd puked
Oh,
on
fuck
the
off. I did great.
Yeah, I noticed. And I wasn't the only one.
You can't be serious. After all that?
All what? All you making a complete hash of my sermon? You were supposed to help, not get me into even more trouble. Now I'll have the bishop on my back and all the villagers. Just leave. I need to pull myself together.
And what am I supposed to do?
Find someone else to help you.
That doesn't help me. Normally I do that. I've never had this happen before. And I thought he wanted it to conclude quickly, so I figured that last option was probably best. Alright, where would I go to find the fucker? If I were to guess where it was last time, I'm looking for somebody. No. It's a lot of houses to look at. I'll just reload, fuck it. Alright, let's do this again.
Huh?
Whoops. Oh, fuck it, I'll just leave it for now. I don't need clothes to do this. Actually, I might need clothes to do this. Because of the charisma. You can't see because it's covered up. Confidence.
Just as we
Hear that?
it is the when dogs are they show you want to bat for shade. what if someone who can tell?
Nothing we...
Enough of... What if the devil... And what about those? They played... Look to your... Down with the prayer.
We're forced...
God sees what is happening on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Oi! All honor to Godwin! Let him drink like one of us!
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that was.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a
I'm glad
silver
he
tongue.
came here. I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague, and he told it nicely.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. I wasn't the only one.
Well, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubosh tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now, slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you?
Well, now Lubosh came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out? Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubosh kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubosh killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest. And anyhow, with your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
Love that character. All right. It's wine o'clock. All right, let's get rid of some of these quests. Side mission. I'll do that another time. I could do that. More interested in Riki. Where is this Riki fellow? Ledechko. Of course, Riki from Ledechko. That's what they said, didn't they? do you mean? In the middle of a fucking... Is it still like doing things? Yes, thank you. Suppose actually, I'm gonna go here first. Ooh, game. Fuck is your problem, game? Genuinely, the fuck is your problem? Never seen this glitch before in my fucking life. Driving me absolutely fucking nuts. I'd have to actually just restart the fucking game. And the map isn't that big, so I can get there pretty fast. Maybe it's because I'm hungover, but that doesn't make any sense at all. It's the only difference, though. Try my mouse. Yeah, mouse works. Fucking annoying. I'll avoid it. Really love the art style in this game. Ignoring that. Just gonna go down here to sell some shit for like 2 seconds, then I'll be right back at it.
God be with.
I've got some good.
All right.
Yeah, that's right. I need to,
I've got some good.
All right.
that is weird. Alright, I actually should, go visit a bathhouse to wash for charisma and change my haircut for charisma. Which again, will take like 2 seconds.
God's sake. Uh-huh. And I'm God be with.
I'm interested.
So what?
It's this one. It's what I already have. Doesn't really matter, I suppose.
I'd like that.
I'm sure you'll be... Goodbye.
Alright. Good to go. Should check to see if it's wine o'clock. Not yet. Wine is 15 nourishment, so it's wine o'clock when I've got 85 nourishment. Or less. Alright, gotta find Riki. Gotta reek it up with Riki. Reeking around at the speed of sound. Alright, since there's... I think I require a tailor anyways, so this is quite convenient. Right.
My respects to you. Take care now.
Thank you. Let's just see what he's got. Maybe some kind of fancy book. You never know. Sometimes they got books. Books are real important. Reading's good.
I'm looking for a fellow called Riki. Do you know him?
Riki? You mean Inak, the courier's son?
Maybe. Do you know where I might find him?
He's not usually around here. Try asking at his own. But I hope we've got a thick skin. The old courier ain't exactly charming.
So you know this Hinek?
Not much, I confess. Most of the village folk avoid him like the plague.
Why's that?
No one with a nose likes spending too much time around tanners. And that Riki keeps bad company. I've never heard a good word said about him.
What can you tell me about the old courier?
He's as cantankerous as a hog in a thorn bush. He won't talk to anyone.
Why do they call Hinek Riki anyway?
He's a tanner, isn't he? If you're ever downwind of him, you'll understand. Tanning isn't a trade for the weakest stomach.
True enough. But not every courier gets cursed with a name like that.
Well, Hinek's nature's no sweeter than his smell.
Why has he got such a bad name?
Well, like his old man, he doesn't talk much to anyone. And then he's always skulking off somewhere. I heard he got a taste of the pillory in Rattay for thieving. And in Neuhoff, he got boozed up in the alehouse with his cronies, and they beat up some merchants.
So a bit more than high spirits?
Just so. We're all honest folk here. We've no use for the likes of him.
Don't tell me there's not a single person who talks to him.
He's been seen around with one of the bathhouse wenches. Adela, I believe she's called.
Right. Alright, that's it. Thanks. Appreciate you. Gotta sniff out Riki. Alright, bathhouse. Where? South of me. This way. Madame. Her name is Madame? Or is that just like... fucking your name is blowing my mind.
Has something happened? Good evening.
I heard you've been seeing Hinek, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you?
Oh.
I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men.
Oh, I don't fucking care. These are like the same answer.
God, no, nothing like that. It's just that you're the only one in the village who sees Hinek, so I came to ask you about him.
I have seen him often enough. I don't know what I could tell you about him.
Where can I find Hinek?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
Bullshit. Well, she's not going to believe that I'm a friend of him, so...
He goes to the woods from time to time. That smells fishy to me.
What do you mean? There's no law against it, is there?
With all the footpads, looters, humans, and God knows what other vermin around, it's not the sort of thing an honest man would do.
But Hinnock doesn't have anything to do with those people.
Oh, really? Then what does he do there? I don't imagine he's gathering mushrooms.
Mushrooms? No. More like hares or other game.
So Hinnock is a poacher? That's no surprise.
Well, he was never much of one for an honest trade.
Do you know exactly where he goes? Maybe he has some favourite spot he might have told you about?
He said he has some hideout in the woods, but he didn't tell me where.
When did you last see him?
A few days ago. He came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening?
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He kept prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubosh who died. That he was regretting he ever got into it, but he never said what it was. And that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye, and then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave. Or he'd go with me and we could get married and such. Oh, just poppycock.
Right.
Did you go there for a look?
No, I've got better things to do. Obviously he made it up. Where would a layabout like him get so much coin?
Yes, I understand.
Sure.
Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding, in the western corner.
All right, thank you. Another...
What is...
Is it true?
What?
Other
The other...
So you only felt sorry for him?
Both of us are the black...
There's nothing more?
No, nothing.
Blah, blah, blah.
Good luck then.
Alright. Yeah.
She ought to pay us a visit.
Find Riki's stash. I'm not really sure how much his stash would help me, but whatever. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, stash somewhere behind the house. I wasn't fucking paying attention.
Who's there? Hey! Who's there? What are you... I'm at your service.
I'm looking for your son. Any idea where he might be?
I don't know nothing.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes? It's important.
Hinnock shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick, and Harry?
It's fair. I don't see this working, but...
Watch your tongue, peasant. I'm an envoy of Sir Radza Kabila, and this is an official investigation. Stop trying to put me off, and tell me where your son is right now.
I apologize if I offended you, young man. But still, I don't know where Hinek is. He turned up at the house a while back, but then he vanished again in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went? What?
Look, it's been clear to me for a long time that my boy was headed for the gallows. But I'm still his father, right? And you can't expect me to rat on my own son.
If you value your son's life at all, you better pray I find him, because I'm not the only one looking for him.
That's no surprise. But what of it? If you're here on behalf of Sir Radzig, there's nothing waiting for Hinek but the gibbet.
It doesn't have to be that way. If Hinek cooperates, he can save his neck.
I can't say you put my mind at ease. But to hell with it. I'll tell you what I know. All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hinek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. Don't you have any clue at all where he's...
I really don't know nothing about that.
How's that?
Because every time he brought some hides for tanning and money.
What more do you know?
Nothing! I swear!
I know he didn't... How much time did he spend...
Well, he came and went at all sorts of hours. I really don't know. Except maybe one thing. He'd come home...
So he probably went through thick woods to get...
I reckon.
He had...
I suppose.
I don't really care.
No.
Get to it.
All right. I'll ask.
I don't know if I care too much about that.
Go. And if he's really in as much shit as you say, please try and find him.
Yeah, I'll try and save his ass. Speech. Don't care. Doesn't really matter. That might help. Sure. Oh, I can see their stats. I don't really give a fuck about Riki's stash. Like, I've got 41,000 fucking dollars. Riki was selling post game to the innkeeper. I'm not sure if I give a fuck about the innkeeper either. Like, ay. Let's just see what happens, I guess. Alright, do I remember where the fucking stash was? No, I don't remember that at all. So he said thick forest is where he went. So probably not that way. Probably maybe there or there. I remember I've done this quest obviously before. Yeah, if I were to guess, I'd say definitely one of these areas for sure, but yeah. Again, the map isn't huge. You could definitely just travel around that area looking back and forth and find it.
I hope I can be of some help.
Alright, first of all, do you got a book? I need wine as well. Just need wine.
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hinek.
But ask someone else. It had nothing to do with Riki. It only drive my customers away.
Huh. Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if we find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
I guess it doesn't matter if I have more stats either way. You know what? I'm gonna threaten this guy.
I have to find Hinek, and you're gonna help me.
Am I now? Even if I did know, why the hell would I help you?
This is a nice alehouse you have here. It'd be a shame if anything happened to it.
Are you threatening me?
What do you think? So are you gonna talk, or do I have to beat it out of you?
Beat it out of him.
Let's get to the point then.
See now? Where there's a will, there's a way.
I did some deals with Ricky, but I swear to God, I don't know where he is.
I hear Hinek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly. That is... I don't know where it is at all.
But
I happen to know it's a dark place. A cave or an old mine shaft.
How do you know that?
Whenever Ricky was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so we had to have a light for that.
And do you know of any mine shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft on the headland close to the water.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch you don't break your neck, though. It's rough ground, and you could easily fall down a shaft.
How much game did he bring you?
Not much, a few pieces. There's no great demand here. Sometimes the gentry has something, otherwise it ends up in sausages. May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah, Jesus and all that. My guess is here. Is it 9 o'clock? Not yet. Doesn't seem that thick of a forest, but... You can get clotheslined in this game pretty bad, so you gotta be careful. The big branches. Fuck is that sound? Horse doesn't really throw me anyways. It could be nice. More damage. Nice. Alright, Riki. Looks like a cave-in. So first guess is wrong. Second guess. Speed things up slightly. It's wine o'clock as well. Lucky me. Uh-oh. I haven't had it crash. Wait. Yeah, no, I haven't had it crash yet. I did fall through the map once, though. Sometimes it takes ever to fucking load though, and I just don't know why. So we could be waiting here for like another fucking 60 seconds. Oh boy. You can't see the loading screen, but it's turning. It's spinning. Spinning around at the speed of sound. Not really, but it's spinning. It's moving. Oh, so slowly. Oh, the torture. Thank the gods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't care. Okay, maybe Riki here. This looks like the place. Pretty sure I've been here before. With my grinding adventures, yes, I've 100% been here before.
Jesus Christ, what am I to do? Not that I can expect any useful advice from you. At least, you have no more cares.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck! Don't kill me. I can explain. I won't tell anyone. I swear, I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men?
No.
Huh. Then who are you?
That's not important. The important thing is we have a common foe.
Considering all the enemies I have, the odds of that are pretty high.
I'm talking about the gang that raided the Neuhoff stud farm. I know you were there.
I was, but I've got nothing in common with those bastards.
I'll take your word for it, providing you tell me what you know.
I don't know why you should care. If it keeps my neck out of the noose, I'll spill the beans.
That Neuhoff raid of yours didn't turn out quite as planned, did it?
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off. Only Runt's cutthroats was there to shed blood.
What do you mean, Runt's cutthroats?
There were two gangs there, mine and Runt's. We was only there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhoff. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard while they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything that moved, then we knew there was no going back.
That gang of yours, what can you tell me about them?
Don't know what you want to know. There was four of us. Me, Timmy, Limpy Lubosh, and Pius Pava. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us. Plan them and the like. He got us into that fucking mess in Neuhoff, too.
What about the others?
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy, I've been with him the longest. He's my one and only friend, I suppose.
Who got your two gangs together? You must have made contact somehow, right?
Pius. He comes to us and says he's got this prime job. We're gonna rob a farm, he says. That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road now and then, nothing fancy. When they told us how much we could make on it, well, we just couldn't refuse.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front. I should have known from the start it was too good to be true.
Where did the rest of your gang end up?
You saw Limpy, right?
Yes, but he's no use to me now. Tell me where I can find Pius or Timmy.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him since. Timmy, I reckon, went back to the mill where he works.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit north of Neuhof.
Okay.
Did you know any of Runt's people?
Not a one. They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar either. The only thing I know is they called that huge chief of theirs Runt, and Pius warned us to watch out for him.
I don't suppose you know where they got to after the raid?
On the way to Neuhof, Timmy told me he was at their camp with Pius. I reckon that's where they've gone now.
Did Timmy tell you where the camp is?
Somewhere in the woods. He didn't say nothing more. Thing is, Timmy's got quite an imagination. But Pius roared at him to shut it, so I reckon there must be something in it.
Tell me exactly how the raid went down.
Well, we stormed in from the rear. Runt's people started slaughtering the horses. Jesus, that was bleeding horrible. Meanwhile, me and Limpy had a sniff round the stables to see if we could find anything worth pilfering. And in the end, we got lucky.
What did you find?
Smill, Sir Hanish's groom. I don't know why he was up and what he was doing in the stables, but we took advantage of the situation. Limpy grabs him by the throat, and I slapped him round to encourage him to tell us where the money was. Then it all fell apart at the seams, quicker than you'd believe. Runt comes running up and skewers the groom like a pig for roasting. My jaw dropped. I thought the stuff about killing was just tough talk.
And it wasn't?
No, not in the least.
What happened then?
I'm gaping at Smill, stuck through and through, and I noticed this boy standing at the other end of the stables. The stupid sods pointing at us, jaw hanging down to his knees, saying, "I know you." Runt turns to us and hisses, "Take him down." So me and Lubosh start running, because the lad took to his heels. At the same time, we could hear the noise of the skirmish in the courtyard. We caught up with the boy at the next farmhouse. I knock him to the ground, but he bashes me with some piece of iron so hard my head's ringing like a fucking church bell. Limpy grabs it off him and stands over him with his bodkin in his hand, and I start praying. In the end, Limpy just gives him a kick and says, "Beat it, Ginger." And then Runt shows up at the gate and hollers that we gotta go. So we scarp it.
What happened after the raid?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Same place as we met them before, so he'd know where we were, right? Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him behind. Only when Timmy finally turned up, 2 of Runt's men were dragging him.
There was some difference of opinion?
You could say that, yeah. They started on us right away that we were traitors. They knew we'd let somebody get away, and now we were going to pay for it. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his bodkin and let that fucker have it in the belly.
Runt?
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels. Luckily, they were so buggered from the raid, they didn't follow us for long. They just shouted that they'd find us.
Limpy's got huge balls. Alright, that's it.
That's all I need to know. So now
That's what I learned. Limpy has huge balls. Well, had. Don't worry, I'm gonna kill each and every one of these fucks.
Oh shit.
outruns people. We've got to get out of here. They're too close. We'll never outrun them. Fuck! At least they don't know I'm here. The two of us can take them by surprise. No fucking way. I'm gone. Look here. If you run, they'll catch up with you and kill you. And me too. Together, we stand a better chance.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's right.
I suppose you're right.
What's going on there?
We just fighting? Okay.
You're in the wrong place.
You really want to just get in there, huh? Okay. I was thinking maybe we sneak around, but, you just want to just fucking run right the fuck in there. I'm down. I'd really rather you not die, though. You could just survive. That would be fantastic. I mean... Oh, get fucked on. Get fucked. You suck so bad. Piece of piss, right? You were concerned. Oh, so was I, actually. Pick those. Pick those. And get 41,000 without looting the shit out of people, so. And repairing my armor is going to be stupid expensive, so. Talking about repairing. And fix the fucking fabric clothing business, whatever you call it. Alright. You love that or what?
What?
No, I don't. I just wanted to celebrate our win there.
Who is this runt? What does he look like? Do you know anything about him?
I never saw him before, but he's massive and scary as hell. Even his own men are afraid of him.
Did you notice what his sword looked like?
No, it was just a regular sword, I think. Why do you ask?
I think I once had the doubtful honor of meeting that bastard, and he has something that doesn't belong to him.
I'm gonna get that sword.
Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush will want to hear what you've got to say.
Don't suppose there's any chance you might turn up.
Yeah.
Why should I?
Because he helped. Big time.
I do nothing all that bad.
That's true.
I told you everything I know. You can tell them yourself, and leave me here. And in a few weeks, I'll pack up and clear off.
Yeah, I'm gonna... It says it would be best if you vanished. That's the word that is missing there. You can't see. Yeah, I mean, my investigation wouldn't be fucking anywhere without his help, so...
It might be best if you disappeared. You're no use to me anymore anyway.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll remember this till the day I die.
Best just try living honestly.
I'll do my best. I promise.
Then, I just will check inside here. I don't think there is really anything. Alright then. Alright, that's probably a good place to call it. Inquire about Timmy at the windmill. That'd be a great place to begin the next episode. So yeah, that's it for right now. Appreciate you watching. Hook me up with a like. It helps. Subscribing would be great. And if you feel like commenting, then comment. Other than that, appreciate you regardless. And that's it for this one. Until next time, This is Condor. Calabasas. Bye.